everyone! You know the drill by now. So a real quick recap. Randor's dead, Skeletor's infiltrated Eternos by disguising himself as Keldor, and he was crowned king by Adam. So that's where we're at right now. Let's just get into it.
I believe violence is always a last resort, but it is the only language you seem to understand.
Wasn't this guy in She-Ra?
So for the fate of
I'm pretty sure I recognize him.
I stand...
Please forgive me, Hordak. I could not let you harm She-Ra.
I never do my own fighting.
Oh hey, it's Grizzlord. Oh, they look good. The cameos that we're probably not going to get any more of. Would that work on a guy made of stone? Well, that's another body to add to the pile. When this is over, I'm going to add up the body count. This is ridiculous. I'm surprised I didn't kill a character off in every episode. Jeez.
We played all of Eternia for suckers. Especially little Lord Look at My Abs Adam, my new...
Don't you talk about his abs! Besides, you're one to talk. You're always shirtless. Where do you get off judging?
You mean Keldor was a real person?
Yeah, so that's interesting to see how they're gonna incorporate Keldor. Are they gonna like rewrite his backstory?
Often more horrible. Leave me.
The interdimensional demon thing? We'll see.
Insolent servant! Babbling like a
I mean, he kinda had that coming, but still. I don't like Motherboard. Oh.
You think I'm busting your bones? I'm really you. You're really me.
The puns.
Skeletor is really Keldor. A fissure has been fixed.
So it is like Fight Club.
Dark
So what would this
truth
be,
has
like
been long
Snake
hidden
Mountain?
from
We don't talk about Snake
Behold.
Mountain. Ooh, backstory. So is this a can't beat him, join him kind of thing? Adora! It's Adora! Wait, I just realized, earlier he said that he doesn't fight his own battles. He lets other people fight for him, but kidnapping babies and raising them to be his minions, that's fine, that's one thing. He'll do that himself. He'll break into a castle and kidnap babies. He doesn't need people to do that for him. I do wonder why Keldor would remember this part specifically of Adora being kidnapped, though.
You're no interdimensional demon. You really
Like,
are
what
Keldor,
about
son
him
of
remembering that
Nero,
he's
his
Keldor
firstborn,
would make him think of
denied the
Adora?
throne of Eternia. Hordak bamboozled you into believing a lie is the truth. And
Okay.
the truth is a lie.
That's interesting.
that he used. We are meant to master the universe.
Oh, the puns. I don't know, for some reason it's not as charming as it was in the original.
You're not worthy to wield the staff of Ka. You are nothing more than a bait and switch.
Oh, come on!
Are you trying to kill
That
me
doesn't even
with
make
your
sense in
magic?
context. Tila was always supposed to inherit this power. They're just salty, so they had to throw that line in there. Please, bait and switch. Ugh.
Admit it, you've always thought of me as a threat because of the way He-Man looks at me. Why would he ever possibly...
Excuse me? You're the one that was always coming on to him. Don't flatter yourself.
You face the great dragon, and yet you can't face how you really feel about the most powerful man in the universe.
This does feel forced after last season. They're backpedaling so hard.
Adam and I are just friends.
Backpedaling.
No, there's no
Backpedaling.
I followed Skeletor great distances, but never out of friendship. I know love when I see it.
I hate this scene.
When the king
They got rid of all of Lynn's character from the original, and they just made her want to bone the skeleton. No pun intended. Or I guess this is Master of the Universe, so pun intended. But still, how was the 80s more progressive than now?
When I was amongst the Gar, I spoke so highly of the technology here, and the elders always scoffed and heckled me with Eternos. They still believe in magic there.
How can they still
My
have
people
this,
may be
like, magic is stupid, magic's not real, when magic is, like, so well observed and so well documented in this universe? This whole technology versus magic thing makes no sense. How can you have this conversation when it's been proven over and over again? Ugh, it doesn't work in a world like this.
Huh, his door's
Oh, it's
not very
Keldor.
big, is it?
The locksmith is small.
It'd be
in
funny if
stature,
they
but
didn't
he's
say
tall
his
on
name at
talent.
all during this
I'd like it.
episode.
Come
Because
to
they
think
said
of it,
so much in the
you were quite a
movie.
bit
If you're here to tell
Hi,
me the good
Keldor.
news about Zor, I'm an atheist.
Open
Wait,
up,
what?
friend. It's Duncan.
Oh my
And
gosh.
his man at
Didn't I just say that magic and the supernatural are well documented in this universe? I mean, Lynn projected herself across the entire planet and then showed her destroying heaven to everyone, and then the armies of hell invaded the planet. The sorceress literally uses the power of Zor. And then there's this guy who's still like, God's not real, there's no such thing as a supernatural. Oh my gosh. It's probably that, like, Kevin Smith made Dogma, so he probably can't separate himself and his own beliefs from a fantasy world. Lighten up. It's a fantasy. Just have fun with it.
No. If you're here, that means there's trouble. Trouble means Skeletor.
You're not happy to see your old friend at all?
And how many
They made
times do I
Keldor a
have to
jerk.
say, I don't like adventures.
Ugh.
Well, if that guy can't help us enhance the Sword of Power, maybe there's a magical solution.
Magic!
Magic in this magical land? Also, another thing, the magic being gone almost killed Eternia. How are you denying magic?
And I mean really short.
Are you
What?
saying that I am short? Who do you think you are?
I am Keldor of Thenos.
Oh, they said his name.
And inventor.
It would have been funny if they hadn't.
Keldor. We need the man who built the cosmic key to invent something that can augment this.
Why though? There's like a bunch of other characters who could have done this. No offense to Keldor, but they made him weird anyway.
We're headed to Snake Mountain, but I ask that you stay here, Andra, at the palace. We need a backup plan, and all of
They really
Eternia
don't have
knows.
anything for Andra to
We're the
do,
biggest
huh?
brain we've got.
She's just kind of here.
Well, if you're
That's sad.
Putting all our hope in some random troll in the middle of nowhere to do who knows what with the Sword of Power is at best a long shot.
I mean, he kind of has a point, actually.
It forces us to rely on magic and the power of Grayskull.
But
I think we need a more practical
that's the whole
solution, don't
point!
And I have an
I
idea.
don't understand these
But
writers.
with the help of my
Oh my gosh.
They wouldn't need a champion to defend them.
This is obviously a good plan, and it's definitely not him scheming to stab them all in the back.
Reverse engineer the technology.
Oh, he's so obvious.
Alone.
And why do this without telling Adam?
Power of Grayskull, power sword. That is a tall order.
Which is also magic,
Probably why you
so...
didn't ask. And you want me to manipulate magic with science and technology.
If anyone
Yeah,
can
basically.
calibrate the Sword of Power to counteract and cure this motherboard virus, it's you.
Why? There are other characters.
Any advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. But
What?
that doesn't mean it is magic. The universe is a delicately
Yeah, that's how that
balanced
works.
If one path is closed to the average Eternian, why shouldn't you walk the other?
Well, I mean, that worked out so great last season where magic being gone almost destroyed the universe, but sure. Again, they shouldn't have done this without Adam. Also, is this like some kind of reference to communion or something? I don't know. I don't like them referencing real world religions in Master of the Universe. I mean, if it was something like Chronicles of Narnia, or, you know, something where the religious allegory is baked into the actual fantasy. But in this case, this is just, you know, this is just for fun. And again, I get, you know, he made Dogma, and he doesn't like Christianity and stuff, but at the same time, this is Master of the Universe. It's just a fun fantasy where, you know, there's magic and technology and monsters and big buff guys who run around half naked. It's just for fun. But they really can't separate their own beliefs. And they just have to make, like, the tech cult an allegory for real-world religions. She-Ra 2018 did that too. Weird. Can we just have our escapism, please? Ugh. Wheels are turning, huh? That's another thing. With Tila being away from Grayskull, now it doesn't have a defender. And now this can happen. So good job, Tila. And now the Horde's invading.
Stay calm. Don't panic. Everything's gonna be just fine. What?
This is kind of your fault, Andra. You just went along with this without asking any questions.
Technology is the master of the universe.
Are you done? Is the episode over? Oh, there's still more. Great. Oh, that animation's janky. Oh, that's okay. Animation's hard. I mean, everything else looks good.
It was technology that finally triumphed to win me this world.
I really don't get why they keep insisting on this plot.
How could you? He was your brother.
Well, maybe you should have vetted him. Maybe you shouldn't have immediately taken him on his word. Like, yeah, it's Skeletor.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
I mean, you kind of did this to yourself, Adam. And now you feel like an idiot. Oh, I still have 2 more episodes. But it's only 2. I can do this. I can do this. This doesn't even feel like Masters of the Universe. Everyone's out of character. And everyone's being weird. And the main plot points are weird. Now I kind of want to watch the 87 movie, though. Just to compare. I don't know. We'll see. It has been a while since I've seen it. But still, I just need to get this over with.